The Pentagon may be looking at a supplemental budget request to fund this new war in the Middle East. CSIS estimates the first 100 hours of the war cost nearly $4 billion.
Yep.
Have you heard an estimate on cost? Where are we on this supplemental? Will it get any Democratic support?
We don't know that the White House is sending a supplemental. So we had a classified briefing the other day, and the topic came up. What I can say, and it's not classified, is the administration said they haven't made a decision. My goals right now are twofold. Stop this war, which I view as both illegal and profoundly unwise, and protect our troops. If a supplemental comes over, I'm going to be looking to see, okay, how does it square with those goals? Protecting the troops is key. That's one of the reasons I want to stop the war. I think they're just exposed to a completely unnecessary risk by what President Trump has done. So we'll look at a supplemental, if they send one, to see, okay, how does it accomplish those goals?
Did they tell you what that's dependent on? Why don't they know if they need more money? Is it the duration of time of the conflict?
I think that's the issue. You traditionally don't ask for a supplemental halfway through because you might ask for an inadequate amount. You might not. I think they may not want to ask for a supplemental because they're trying to avoid debates and votes in Congress on the Iran war right now. I put up a war powers vote that I lost earlier this week, but I can assure you I'm not going away. We have other means to have a debate and discussion about whether this war is in the U.S.'s interest after 25 years of war in the Middle East. They may want to avoid a vote on that and are trying to delay it for that reason. They'll make that call, and we have to look at the content.
Very quickly, I want to ask you about some of the Americans that are still being held in Iran, in Evin prison. One of them, Reza Balizadeh, a journalist. One of them, Kamran Hekmati, a 70-year-old man. Do you have any idea what is being done to protect them or stop them from being retaliated against?
I do not, and I fear about that. Look, if school kids are being killed in bombing, likely U.S. bombing, although the president and the Secretary of Defense are now trying to invent a claim that it was Iran. If school kids are being killed, I worry about the fate of U.S. citizens who are being held prisoners there.
Well, we know the military is investigating that, Secretary Hegseth has said, in regard to the girls' school.